Friday, and here's what I'm taking to work with me this morning. I have 0 points worth of coffee. It is coffee with 1 tablespoon of fat-free half and half for 0 smart points. I have in here my Teamy Detox tea, my Teamy Detox water. It is 1 teaspoon of Teamy Skinny Tea for 0 smart points, a sliced apple for 0, a tablespoon of pickled ginger for 0, a teaspoon of cinnamon for 0. All of that is 0 points, and it looks so festive and yummy. So that goes in there. So my Teamy tea, 0 smart points. Tonight is a Teamy colon night, so I have my Teamy colon tea in there ready to go. That is all my beverages. For lunch, I'm doing a poke bowl. So here I have just 1 cup of riced cauliflower. On top of that, riced cauliflower is 0 points. On top of that, I have some soy sauce, a tablespoon of soy sauce for 0, a tablespoon of sriracha for 0 points. Then I have here 5 ounces of tuna for 2 smart points. It is raw tuna, so 5 ounces of raw tuna. I actually pulled it from the freezer this morning. I zapped it for like 30 seconds just to get it soft enough to cut, and then by the time I'm ready for lunch, it will be completely thawed and ready to go and delicious. So riced cauliflower 0, tuna 2. On top, I'm also going to put a ½ cup of edamame. A ½ cup of shelled edamame is 2 smart points, and some sliced Persian cucumbers. I like the Persian ones for this because they are crunchier and smaller. And 1 sheet of nori seaweed paper for 0 smart points, and half of a diced mango for 0 smart points. So everything that's going on my poke bowl today is going to be 2 points for the tuna and 2 points for the edamame, wherever it is. So the poke bowl is 2 smart points. And then for snack, I'm going to have Hungry Girl's scoopable apple pie recipe with cranberries. It's 0 smart points, and a pear for 0. So everything I'm having on this Friday until we get to dinner is going to be just 4 smart points.
Hey guys, it's Friday! First walk break of the day, and there's a helicopter flying overhead. It's noisy, it's cold, and I don't have much of an outfit to show because it's cold and I have my jacket on, so here it is. So yesterday's video was a total dud. I don't know how I did that, but I did that. So what I was trying to tell you yesterday, and what I did tell you and then deleted, was that, okay, if you guys are subscribed to Gina Pearson, go watch her latest video. She talks about setting an event-based goal. She totally inspired me. First of all, I was like, none of my YouTube subscriptions, none of my YouTube videos that I watch regularly, nothing is inspiring me but this Fat Dag podcast. And what am I gonna do when I'm totally through it? How am I gonna be inspired and motivated and stay really on fire? So I was like, okay, nothing is helping me. Then I listened to Gina's video from, it was either yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it might have been Wednesday, and I highly recommend that you go and listen to it. She talks about setting an event-based goal versus setting a goal based on, I don't know, like I guess a random calendar date, and that actually inspires her to do better. So she is going out of town for Thanksgiving, and I am going out of town for Thanksgiving, but she decided to set a goal based on her where she's going on vacation. So totally inspired me. And you know what, I'm tired of messing around with this last little bit of weight. I've thought about, oh, maybe 135 should be my goal weight, but I'm not happy at 135. I don't want to be 135 forever. I think I'm going to be happy at 130, and I'll never know until I get there, right? So how can I give up and just settle for something that I'm not happy with? So I'm tired of messing around with the last few pounds. I'm ready to do it. I am more on fire right now than I have been maybe for the whole year. Like, I am so motivated and on track right now. So I'm gonna go for it. I don't like setting goals concrete goals or time-bound goals anyway, because I have a fear of failure. So I definitely don't like to write it down, and I don't usually commit to it. But right now I'm going to set an event-based goal, and I'm just gonna use it to motivate me, and I'm gonna get there finally. So my event-based goal is I want to be 130 pounds by Christmas. Yes, and I know I can do it. I am 134.6. That is 4.6 away. I can totally do it. So that is my event-based goal, and kind of an interim goal is to be at 132 something by Thanksgiving. So that actually only gives me about 3 weeks to hit my Thanksgiving goal, and then from there I have 4 weeks to hit the Christmas goal. So I can do it. Holidays or no holidays, I am going to do it, and I'm like so on fire for it. I'm so on track for it. I'm so motivated for it. I am actually starting to visualize myself being at 130. It's just, it will be the most coolest, the happiest thing that I can think of. Not the happiest thing in the world, obviously, but I have tried for this for so long, and this time I'm going to hit it. I'm going to nail it. So that is my event-based goal. It may help you guys to think of an event and some sort of motivation around the event versus picking a random date, like, oh, I want to be 130 by March 3rd, you know? So that's what I'm doing. That was the gist of my video yesterday, which completely got totally lost. And sort of in the same vein is something I heard today, is that, okay, I know as a runner, the lighter you are, the faster you run. That's why the elite athletes, they're so lean, not just muscular, because, you know, muscle weighs and muscle can weigh you down. So they are careful with their muscle as well. But the really fast runners are lean and light. So for every 10 pounds you lose, it gives you a minute faster on your time, which I'm assuming is per mile. Is that crazy? Like, I know, and I've always heard that the less you weigh, the faster you will be. 10 pounds a full minute? I want that. I'm not really even training for speed right now. Well, I'm trying to do my measly 2-mile runs faster, since I have nothing else to focus on, since I can't do a longer run right now. So in the very, very short time frame that I'm hopefully restricted to doing 2-mile runs, I would like to make them fast, because why mess around? But other than that, I'm not really training for speed. I'm training for distance. I'm gonna be doing a marathon, but why not take a full minute off my time? That would be awesome. Anyway, some things I'm thinking about on this beautiful Friday morning. So yesterday I ran 2 miles at 7.0 miles an hour. It went by really fast. The bad thing was that then I still had to go for a very long walk to hit the rest of my steps. So today I'm going to try to get more steps in during the day, so that after work, when I run 2.5 miles, because I'm cutting back exactly half, like she said. So I'm doing 2.5 miles. I will run between 7 to 7.3 miles an hour. And then after that, take a walk to finish up my 16,000 steps. So hopefully if I can squeeze in more walking throughout the day, I'll have less walking to do at night. That's my whole day. I have to go to the chiropractor at lunch, and I'm super duper way excited to eat my poke bowl for lunch. So that's what's going on here, guys. I am just retaining my focus. I'm really looking at fine-tuning my weekend a little more. I don't think there's anything more I can do with tomorrow, because all of my points are literally coming from alcohol tomorrow, because we're going to be hanging out and doing some fun stuff tomorrow. So that's where my points are coming from. The only thing I could do better in that case is to just watch my volume of 0 point foods. So I'll be doing that because I can overeat 0 point foods like nobody's business. So I will be trying to watch the foods that I'm eating tomorrow, at least the 0 point foods. There are other foods, so I'll be having alcohol points, and then I'm trying to get in a good amount of protein so that I'm not super hungry and snacky. So I'll have alcohol points and protein points from chicken, eggs, and turkey. It's gonna look a lot like last weekend, and then everything else will be like produce. So not an exciting day, but you know what? I have grown to really enjoy the foods that I eat. So I know what I eat looks super boring to some people, but I've really grown to appreciate the simplicity of real food and healthy food. Like a real good chicken breast, delicious. I have always loved eggs. The simplicity of a sauteed vegetable, just sauteed. A sprinkle of maybe one seasoning, nothing crazy and complicated. You don't need sauces all the time. You don't need 10 ingredients all the time. I'm finding that I'm really enjoying simplicity right now. And of course it helps tremendously with the points and really just fine-tuning my personal diet. So I'm enjoying it. Anyway, I'll chat with you guys later. Okay guys, I just finished my 2.5 miles. I pushed through a little. I did my first mile at 7.0 miles an hour. Second mile was 7.3 miles an hour. And the last half mile was 7.5 miles an hour. It was rough, but it was worth it. And it actually still flew by. It felt like it just flew by. So 2.5 miles in a little over 20 minutes. Now I've got 10,200 steps, so I need to walk to get the rest of my 16,000. And I actually need to run to Trader Joe's after, so I don't know if I'll go all the way to 16,000, but I probably will, just to be safe, just to be sure. So I'll talk with you more later. You guys, I feel like all I want to do right now is eat, breathe, live. Weight Watchers. I don't know why, but I'm so pumped up and so on fire. I can see, I can feel, I can taste my goal. I can taste victory. I am totally getting it. I'm totally getting it. I'm not going to quit. Failure is not an option. I'm totally after it. I'm so excited. I feel like a new member who just lost her first 5 pounds. Serious. Okay, you guys, I found something today that I'm really excited to try. So since I got that super cool double bottle, wine bottle, cheese and cracker tray, since Eddie got that super awesome cheese and cracker tray for me for Christmas, I got it a couple weeks ago. I've been dying to have a very nice wine and cheese and crackers night for me, for my dinner, just for some random night. So I'm dying to have cheese and crackers. So I have found an amazing looking cracker. It's a fig and olive cracker. It's by Raincoast Crisps. They make several, or they make at least 2 other flavors. But the flavor that I got is fig and olive. I've tried a fig and olive cracker from Trader Joe's that is really good, but these are like 10 times better looking. They're very artisanal looking, and they just look so unique. They just look beautiful. I just can only imagine the taste. So the Raincoast Crisps fig and olive crackers are 8 crackers for 5 smart points. I have those at home already. I also bought some almond champagne recently, and when I look for almond champagne in the tracker, lo and behold, Wilson's Creek almond champagne pops up, and it's only 19 points for the full bottle. So I'm tracking that for the champagne. If you track a regular champagne, it comes up, I think, like 20 or 21 points for a bottle. No matter, it is almond champagne, so I'm going to track it as Wilson's Creek almond champagne. So I have the champagne, I have the crackers. Today, I found a goat cheese that is a light goat cheese at Trader Joe's, so I had to go and get it. So this is it. This is the, oh, here's the top. There's the top. It sits in the case like this if you're looking for it on the lid. So it is called Trader Joe's Goat's Milk Creamy Cheese. Goat's milk light cheese, you guys. I adore goat's cheese. It's the best. Goat cheese and brie are my favorite cheeses ever. Goat's milk is amazing. Goat's milk cheese. It's delicious, however you say it. Anyway, so I found this on Trader Joe's, goat's milk creamy cheese. Okay, here's the stats. 1 ounce. 1 ounce of this cheese is only 2 smart points. For goat's cheese, 1 ounce, 2 smart points. If you do 2 ounces, it's 3 smart points. Awesome. Okay, this container is actually 4.5 ounces. So it's gonna be easier to have half the container than to just have 2 ounces. So half the container, which is 2.25 ounces, is only 4 smart points. For goat's cheese, I'm so excited. Do you know how amazing this is gonna taste on fig and olive crackers? I'm so excited to eat this. So I'm probably gonna have this one night next week. It will put me over on my daily points, but I am planning to use some weekly points for this. I will be having it as a full dinner, so I'm going to have the champagne. I will be having 8 of the fig and olive crackers for 5 smart points. I will be having half of this container for 4 smart points, and then I will be having some turkey pepperoni. I can't remember how, I think 5 pieces of turkey pepperoni is 0 smart points. I will have 4 slices of Oscar Mayer deli turkey breast for 0 smart points. I'll have some capers, maybe a pickle, some grapes. That'll probably be enough. That sounds like a nice little smorgasbord. There are plenty of other 0 points options that I can find. I'll have a couple olives, a couple almonds, you know, a little here and a little there. And if I have to, I'll add some extra protein to fill me up, or maybe some strawberries or something. But totally looking forward to it, you guys. It's gonna be a fairly low points cheese and crackers tray, cheese and crackers meal. So I'm so excited to try this. The key with cheeses is that if they don't have a light version, this does not anywhere say it's light, but it's creamy. So the creamier, the softer it is, the less points it's gonna have in general. Hard cheeses have more points. So that's what I've been noticing. Anyway, I'm headed home. I am making a cheesy grits recipe. I think I found this recipe in the Weight Watchers magazine. Totally not following the recipe, but I just kind of stole the ideas. So it's basically cheesy grits with kale and cherry tomatoes with a poached egg on top. Super excited. I still gotta shower and stuff, so I gotta shower and put a bunch of stuff away before I can have dinner. It's 8:15 now, so hopefully I'll be eating around 9:15 because I need to go to bed early. I gotta get up at 5:30 and go work a Weight Watchers meeting. So I'll show you guys dinner in just a bit. One annoying thing about Trader Joe's today is that I literally went to 2 Trader Joe's today looking for riced cauliflower. I think I've told you guys that I actually prefer the frozen riced cauliflower because it's cooked well enough that it doesn't really taste much like cauliflower. So when I use it in my poke bowls, it doesn't really taste like cauliflower, especially when I put the sriracha and the soy sauce on it. So I do prefer the frozen cauliflower. I went to 2 different Trader Joe's today. They were both out of them. Like, one of them didn't even have an area for it in the freezer section. I hope they're not discontinuing that because I love it. I guess a lot of other, like regular, maybe Green Giant, I'm thinking there are other brands that make just a basic riced cauliflower, but I know a lot of them add like cheeses or other vegetables. I want just a basic riced cauliflower.
and that's it, and I want it cooked. So I couldn't find it today, so I actually got this riced cauliflower, which is in the fresh section, so I just have to cook it to death. So I'll have to microwave that for quite a while to get it to not taste like cauliflower. Okay, it's 9:30 and here is Friday night's dinner. So this is grits with kale and tomatoes and 2 poached eggs. So on the bottom is basically my regular cheesy grits. It's a 1/4 cup of uncooked grits for 4 smart points. And I cooked it in about a cup of this chicken broth for 0 smart points. I also added a tablespoon of this Trader Joe's Simply Fat-Free Sour Cream for 0 smart points, and I added a 1/4 cup of Kraft Fat-Free Shredded Cheddar for 0 smart points. There is also the kale, cooked kale, and some grape tomatoes that I have as well. So that is everything that's in the grits. The grits are 4 smart points. On the top are 2 poached eggs, and the eggs are 2 smart points each, so that is another 4 smart points. And then on top of the eggs is this everything but the bagel sesame seasoning. So my entire dinner is 8 smart points. I actually was going to just do 1 egg, but I'm just really hungry tonight. So 2 eggs it is, and 8 smart points it is. So there is my grapefruit Bellini for 18 smart points with frozen grapes. 18 plus 8 is 26, plus, how many points did I have today? 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That puts me at exactly 30 points for today.